Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the issue that has recently captured the attention of both fans of daytime television and longtime viewers of General Hospital, the highly anticipated return of Ryan Pavey in the role of Nathan West. This storyline is not only significant because of the comeback of a beloved character, once thought to be long dead, but it also intertwines with the tense and dramatic arcs involving Jason Morgan and Britt Westburn. The upcoming episodes promise not only to deliver shocking revelations, but also to reshape the dynamics of Port Charles in ways no one could have expected. Ryan Pavey originally stepped away from acting in 2024, having built a strong career as a leading man on the Hallmark Channel. His rise to fame was fueled in large part by his time on General Hospital, where his portrayal of Nathan West made him a fan favorite. His character's tragic death left a void for viewers, but it also paved the way for Pavey to branch into a new phase of his career. However, fans never stopped hoping that Nathan would somehow return, and now that wish is finally coming true. Deadline confirmed the actor's comeback just days after Pavey teased major news on social media. He explained in an interview that he received a direct call from General Hospital's executive producer Frank Valentini, and the two discussed not only the possibility of Nathan's return, but also how to make it meaningful within the larger narrative of the show. Pavey admitted that the timing felt right, and he was excited to bring Nathan back to life on screen. The timing of Nathan's return coincides with Jason and Britt's ongoing mission at the Five Poppies Resort, a location that has already been shrouded in mystery and danger. Jason has spent weeks trying to track Britt after suspecting she was still alive, and when they finally come face to face at the resort, their reunion brings relief, but also a flood of new questions. Britt confides in Jason about her mission, revealing that she has been operating under the guidance of Pascal, a shadowy intermediary who has manipulated her involvement at the resort. From the beginning, Britt has had suspicions that the Five Poppies Resort was hiding a darker truth, and her unease has only grown with time. With Jason by her side, she decides that now is the moment to uncover the secrets lurking beneath the glamorous exterior of the resort. Their investigation begins with subtle observation-hidden cameras, restricted areas, and guests who seem more like guards than vacationers. Eventually, Jason and Britt stumble across a hidden passageway leading to a mysterious underground tunnel. The tunnel is damp, dimly lit, and stretches into darkness, but both are determined to follow it. They press forward despite the risks, convinced that what lies ahead will confirm their suspicions about the resort's true purpose. After maneuvering through the twisting underground passages, they arrive at a heavily secured chamber. What they discover inside leaves them both stunned. A prison cell, and within it, a man they recognize instantly. It is Nathan West, alive after all these years, though frail and visibly shaken by his ordeal. For Jason and Britt, the shock is overwhelming. Nathan was believed to have died years ago, his death mourned not only by the people of Port Charles, but especially by Maxie Jones, his great love and the mother of his child. Yet here he is, alive, though broken by what he has endured. Britt rushes to his side, and Nathan recognizes both her and Jason. His relief is palpable, and though weak, he begins to recount the horrors he has faced. According to Nathan, he was captured and held at the resort under the guise of a secret experimental program. He had been used as a subject in twisted medical trials, designed to test the limits of endurance and survival. The revelations are chilling, and they validate Britt's instincts that the Five Poppies Resort was far from the luxury destination it claimed to be. Nathan admits that he had given up hope of ever being rescued, and seeing familiar faces after so long feels like a miracle. Jason wastes no time in breaking Nathan free, and together with Britt, they orchestrate a daring escape from the underground facility. Their path out is fraught with danger, as the resort security quickly realizes what has happened. The trio must fight their way past guards and evade traps designed to keep the resort's secrets hidden from the outside world. Jason's combat skills and Britt's quick thinking prove invaluable, as they manage to smuggle Nathan out and escape the resort's grip. Once safe, they begin making plans to bring Nathan back to Port Charles, where he can finally reunite with Maxie and his family. For Britt, the discovery is bittersweet. Their involvement in the mission led to unimaginable truths, but she also knows that Nathan's return will change everything for Maxie, who has long struggled to move on from his loss. Nathan's return to Port Charles is poised to be one of the most emotional moments in General Hospital's recent history. Maxie, who has spent years grieving his death, raising their child, and attempting to build a new life, will suddenly be faced with the reality that the man she loved never truly left her. The emotional fallout of such a revelation cannot be overstated. Viewers can expect Maxie to experience joy, anger, confusion, and heartbreak all at once. She will undoubtedly question why Nathan was kept alive in secret, who was behind his captivity, and why his return had to come after so much suffering. For Nathan, the road ahead will not be easy either. Reintegrating into his old life after years of isolation and torment will require both strength and support. Yet, the bond between Nathan and Maxie has always been powerful, and fans are eagerly awaiting their long-awaited reunion. The reappearance of Nathan also raises larger questions about the forces controlling the Five Poppies Resort, and what other secrets the organization might be hiding. If Nathan could be kept alive all these years in such conditions, who else might be trapped within the shadows of the organization's reach? Britt and Jason's discovery may just be the beginning of unraveling a much larger conspiracy, one that could draw in more characters from Port Charles and put many lives at risk. This storyline not only gives closure to a long-standing mystery surrounding Nathan, but also opens the door to a wide array of new plots, each with potential twists and betrayals that keep General Hospital compelling for its audience. As Ryan Pavey steps back into the role of Nathan West, his return is more than just a nostalgic nod to the past. It represents a significant turning point for General Hospital. Pavey's ability to embody Nathan's vulnerability, strength, and moral integrity will once again be central to the character's journey. For fans who have followed Nathan's story from the beginning, this is the payoff they have been hoping for, and it ensures that Nathan's legacy will continue to evolve rather than remain a closed chapter. Looking ahead, viewers can anticipate high drama as Port Charles reacts to Nathan's return. Sonny, Carly, and others who knew and loved Nathan will be stunned, and the ripple effects of his survival will spread quickly throughout the community. More importantly, the danger posed by the Five Poppies Resort and those connected to it is far from over. Jason and Britt's daring rescue may have saved Nathan, but it also placed them on the radar of powerful enemies, who will not easily forgive such an intrusion. The stakes in Port Charles are higher than ever, and with Nathan back, the balance of power is bound to shift in unexpected ways. Stay tuned to ABC General Hospital spoilers as we continue to follow the aftermath of Nathan's miraculous rescue, his emotional reunion with Maxie, and the explosive revelations that Jason and Britt's investigation has unleashed. The return of Ryan Pavey marks not just a celebration for longtime fans, but also the beginning of a gripping new chapter in the saga of General Hospital. Next, we will learn about the high-stakes anticipation surrounding Donna Corinthos' upcoming birthday bash, where hidden family tensions could erupt into shocking revelations or heartwarming breakthroughs. For Giovanni Joe Palmieri and his estranged parents in the drama-filled streets of Port Charles, as the calendar flips toward September, all eyes are on little Donna Corinthos' much-anticipated birthday celebration, a festive event that promises more than just cake and candles. It might just unwrap a bundle of unforeseen surprises that leave guests reeling. Spoilers suggest this gathering could swing wildly between triumphant family reunions and utter pandemonium, especially with the spotlight on Joe Palmieri's complicated ties to his biological parents. Imagine the Corinthos mansion decked out in vibrant balloons, twinkling lights, and a towering cake adorned with musical notes, setting the stage for emotional fireworks that could redefine relationships. New invented twists might include Donna's innocent wish list featuring a family harmony theme, unknowingly pulling at the heartstrings of those harboring secrets, or perhaps a surprise guest list that includes distant relatives, stirring up old Corinthos family lore. The air is thick with possibility, as this party isn't just a kid's affair, it's a potential powder keg for Port Charles' most tangled bloodlines, where one wrong word could spark chaos or forge unbreakable bonds. Flash back to the August 14th episode, where the adorable Donna eagerly reminded Joe of his earlier vow to serenade her party with his violin skills, a promise made in a moment of warmth that now hangs in uncertainty. But life in Port Charles is never straightforward, and Joe has since suffered a setback. His cherished violin shattered in an unfortunate accident, prompting him to hang up his bow temporarily and step back from the music that once defined him. In a heartfelt confession, Joe broke the news to Donna that he couldn't perform, yet he softened the blow by vowing to attend anyway, determined not to let her down on her special day. To add fresh layers, perhaps Joe reflects on invented memories of childhood lessons from a mysterious mentor, explaining his deep emotional attachment to the instrument, or he toyed with repairing it to a local luthier only to decide the break symbolized a needed pause in his turbulent life. Despite the disappointment, Donna's excitement remains undimmed, her childlike persistence highlighting how even the youngest residents can unwittingly become catalysts for major plot shifts in this soap opera saga. Gio's decision to show up carries extra weight, knowing full well that Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconera's newly revealed biological parents will likely be mingling among the guests, adding an undercurrent of tension to the festivities. Yet, his commitment stems from a genuine affection for Donna, refusing to ghost the event and risk breaking her tiny heart. Amid the whirlwind of his own family drama, envision Gio arriving with a small gift, like a custom music box playing a tune from his repertoire, as a subtle nod to his unfulfilled promise, while internally bracing for awkward encounters. Invented details could include Gio overhearing whispers about his parentage from nosy partygoers, fueling his resolve to keep things civil for Donna's sake, or perhaps spotting old photos of Brooklyn's youth that mirror his own features, planting seeds of curiosity. This attendance speaks volumes about Gio's character, blending reluctance with a budding sense of responsibility, and sets the table for potential clashes or reconciliations that could steal the spotlight from the birthday girl herself. The show's writers seem to be dangling tantalizing clues that Donna's party might evolve into something far more intriguing than a simple celebration, especially as it intersects with Dante and Brooklyn's ongoing efforts to chip away at Gio's emotional walls. The duo is hatching strategies to gently coax their son into opening up, drawing on shared history and patient persistence to rebuild what was lost. Brooklyn, racked with guilt over the secret teen pregnancy that led to Gio's adoption, even floated the idea of stepping back entirely, urging Dante to forge ahead solo in bonding with their boy, perhaps fearing her presence would only widen the chasm of unforgiveness. To enrich this, imagine Brooklyn poring over invented scrapbooks of what-ifs, filled with photoshopped family portraits, as she wrestles with self-doubt in quiet moments alone. Yet Dante's firm stance shines through, insisting they face this as a united front, weaving her back into the family tapestry with unwavering support that underscores his role as the steady anchor in this stormy sea of emotions. Refusing to back down, Dante emphasized the importance of teamwork, declaring that Brooklyn's place in their son's life is non-negotiable, turning their partnership into a beacon of hope amid the uncertainty. This collaborative spirit could manifest in joint planning sessions, like brainstorming personalized gifts for Gio or role-playing reconciliation talks, adding depth to their dynamic. New elements might involve Dante sharing stories from his cop days, drawing parallels to Gio's own sense of justice, or Brooklyn composing a letter expressing her regrets, tucked away for the right moment. Their determination paints a picture of resilient parenting, where past mistakes fuel present growth, potentially transforming Donna's party into the perfect neutral ground for tentative steps toward healing away from the intensity of one-on-one confrontations. Indeed, this birthday extravaganza could emerge as the golden opportunity for a long-awaited family breakthrough. Rough, with Gio possibly thawing toward Brooklyn and Dante in the midst of the joyful chaos. Surrounded by laughter, games, and the infectious energy of the event, Gio might find his defenses lowering, leading to small but significant interactions like a shared slice of cake or a group photo that captures unguarded smiles. Invented scenarios could see Gio overhearing Dante's proud anecdotes about him to other guests, sparking a flicker of warmth, or Brooklyn offering a quiet apology during a balloon-popping game. The party's casual vibe might encourage Gio to reconsider his stance on music, borrowing a spare violin from a Quartermain collection or dusting off an old backup hidden in his attic, all to honor Donna's wish and inadvertently bridge gaps with his parents. The gesture of performing would be a monumental win for Donna, whose beaming face could light up the room if Gio takes the stage, strumming notes that resonate with deeper meanings of forgiveness and new beginnings. Yet, in true soap fashion, the risk of disaster looms. Large parties in Port Charles often devolve into shouting matches, or shocking exposes, and a heated confrontation between Gio, Brooklyn, and Dante might escalate into a full-blown family crisis. Picture invented drama like a spilled drink leading to raised voices, or an uninvited guest dropping a bombshell about Gio's adoption papers, turning merriment into mayhem. Depending on the writer's whims, this could either solidify bonds or shatter them, leaving attendees and viewers breathless with anticipation. Ultimately, ABC General Hospital spoilers tease that Donna's milestone will deliver a cascade of astonishing disclosures and unforgettable scenes, weaving together joy, conflict, and revelation in ways that keep fans hooked. Next, we will learn about the fresh take on Michael Corinthos brought to life by Rory Gibson, whose portrayal is breathing new life into the character and captivating fans with a smoother, more nuanced edge in the bustling drama of Port Charles. Since stepping into the role just a few months ago, Rory Gibson has masterfully embodied Michael Corinthos on ABC's General Hospital, turning what could have been a bumpy handover into an effortlessly smooth evolution that feels organic and true to the show's legacy. Replacing a longtime actor like Chad Duell, who defined Michael for years with his intense charisma, is no small feat, yet Gibson has navigated it with grace, infusing the character with subtle shifts that reflect growth rather than disruption. Picture Michael returning from his time in Germany, carrying the weight of European experience, perhaps invented escapades, like quiet reflections in historic cafes, or chance encounters with old family associates that have mellowed his once fiery demeanor. This transition highlights how actors' unique interpretations can refresh a familiar face, making Michael's homecoming feel like a natural progression, complete with updated wardrobe choices that signal his refined outlook. From sleek business attire to casual family man vibes, Chad Duell's tenure as Michael was nothing short of iconic, delivering powerhouse performances that captured the character's complex layers of ambition and turmoil over countless storylines. However, every performer brings their own flair, and it's only fitting that Michael's stint abroad has reshaped him into a gentler version, shedding the perpetual undercurrent of rage that defined his earlier days. Gone is the Michael who simmered with unspoken fury even in moments of calm. In his place is a man who wears his heart on his sleeve, allowing vulnerability to shine through in ways that deepen viewer connections. Invented details might include Michael journaling his thoughts during quiet evenings, processing past betrayals, which explains this softer pivot. Fans can almost sense the internal peace he's cultivated, making his interactions more relatable and human. This emotional depth has been on full display since Michael's return, with tears flowing freely in scenes that showcase his tender side, a stark contrast to the stoic facade of old. We've witnessed his raw heartbreak during the birth of little Daisy, where his eyes welled up with a mix of joy and fear, or the gut-wrenching farewell to Sasha, marked by quiet sobs that echoed his profound loss. His dealings with Willow have been equally poignant, filled with compassionate gestures like gentle hand-holding during tense hospital visits, revealing a man unafraid to express his innermost pains. Adding new layers, perhaps Michael now incorporates small rituals, such as lighting a candle in memory of lost loved ones, amplifying these moments and drawing fans into his evolved emotional landscape that feels both authentic and refreshing. Gibson's Michael also shines in his interactions with his son Wiley, handling fatherhood with a beautiful, intuitive grace that melts hearts across Port Charles. Whether it's bedtime stories whispered with genuine affection or playful park outings, where he teaches Wiley life lessons drawn from Corinthos' family tales, this portrayal emphasizes a nurturing bond that's as heartwarming as it is believable. Invented elements could feature Michael crafting handmade toys for Wiley, symbolizing his commitment to being present, contrasting sharply with the more distant, business-focused dad of yesteryear. This dynamic not only endears Michael to audiences, but also underscores his growth into a devoted parent who's learning to balance ambition with family priorities. One of the most exciting developments is the budding alliance between Michael and Tracy Quartermaine, a fresh pairing that's quickly become a fan favorite for its unexpected chemistry and intriguing possibilities. Their on-screen rapport crackles with energy, as if the actors have unlocked a hidden synergy that promises enduring storylines. Think late night strategy sessions over fine whiskey, where Tracy's sharp wit meets Michael's quiet resolve. This friendship, absent in previous iterations, opens doors to new narratives, perhaps involving joint ventures in the Quartermaine empire, or shared secrets from Tracy's storied past that Michael helps unravel. Fans are eating it up, cheering for this dynamic duo that blends Tracy's no-nonsense edge with Michael's emerging maturity, hinting at alliances that could reshape power dynamics in town. Despite his softer exterior, Michael retains his trademark ruthlessness in the cutthroat world of business and family feuds, especially when it comes to clashes with Sonny that have historically ignited fireworks. Remember those epic showdowns where Michael didn't hesitate to sever ties or plot takedowns, like the time he orchestrated a corporate coup against his father a few years back? That fierce spirit lingers, now channeled through a more composed lens, allowing him to strike with precision rather than explosive outbursts. Envision invented flashbacks to Michael's Germany days, where he studied ancient strategies from European tycoons, honing this refined approach that makes him even more formidable in boardrooms and beyond. At the core of this new Michael is a subtle yet potent strength, one that simmers quietly without the need for raised voices or impulsive rages. But woe to anyone who crosses his sacred lines. He exudes a calm authority that commands respect, yet beneath it lies a protective ferocity ready to unleash particularly if you dare tamper with his children, a trigger that's non-negotiable. This evolution adds intrigue, as foes might mistake his empathy for weakness, only to face the full force of his calculated retaliation, perhaps through savvy legal maneuvers or alliances that outmaneuver opponents without a single shout. The perfect storm brews with Drew's meddling, as Uncle Drew callously manipulated young Wiley by planting seeds of doubt about his father's decisions regarding Willow, toying with the child's innocent emotions in a way that's downright unforgivable. How could anyone exploit a kid's confusion for personal gain? Michael's response, a swift, justified punch, was the embodiment of paternal fury, defending his family's sanctity with unyielding resolve. To flesh this out, imagine the scene unfolding in a tense family gathering, with Wiley's wide-eyed questions amplifying the betrayal, pushing Michael to his breaking point in a moment of raw, protective instinct. Drew appears to be gravely underestimating this iteration of Michael, viewing his kindness and emotional openness as vulnerabilities, rather than veiled weapons in a larger arsenal. But make no mistake, Michael is geared up to confront this looming threat head-on, transforming into a strategic warrior who's not afraid to dismantle the monster threatening his world. With Aunt Tracy by his side, they form an unstoppable force, perhaps plotting in the Quartermain library over ancient ledgers, devising plans that blend Tracy's experience with Michael's fresh perspective, ensuring Drew's schemes crumble under their combined might. So, soap devotees, are you embracing this revitalized Michael Corinthos with open arms? His blend of softness and steel is redefining the role in thrilling ways. Drop your thoughts in the comments, like this video, subscribe for more GH exclusives, and hit that bell to stay in the loop.